Alright guys, we're back. Time to crack one. We're going with some Dirt King Black Crown IPA from Holy Mountain. This is one of my favorite breweries right here. This one's from Seattle, Washington. That right there is just some good old West Coast IPA. Real nice. We're going to be using some Herc soaps today. This one's the Tiger Smile, Bay Rum, Black Tea, Vanilla Oak. And I would say you can get all three of those out of this. I'd say the Black Tea's pretty prominent, the Bay Rum's pretty prominent, and then the Vanilla Oak is more so probably just lending some sweetness to the mix. So between the Bay Rum and the Vanilla Oak, you have the sweetness and this kind of spiciness, and then the Black Tea kind of has that like herbal earthiness kind of thing going on. I love it. It's a real good one. This is a vegan soap, and I really haven't seen Herc soaps in quite a while on social media. I checked right now, it was November the last time. They posted on Instagram. Their Facebook was unavailable. Their website was unavailable. It's not a good sign. Maybe I missed something drastic. I'm going to be using the good old Vilong horsehair brush, the Black Horse, as well as the Karve, Karve, like our Canadian friend Justin, the Red Island shaver, like he says it, the Karve. We're gonna be using the Karve, standard bar, B plate. It's kind of like my daily driver setting, and haven't used the Karve in a while. Kind of got real pasty real quick, so we're gonna add some water in. Haven't used the Karve in a while, and saw it right now on my display, and I thought, I missed that damn thing. I'm gonna pull it out for a shave. One thing I am finding about having a lot of options is that the more options I have, the longer in between. If I have a product I want to use, I'll kind of like, it'll be kind of like in a kind of a short queue sometimes. Most of the time I'm just off the cuff, whatever I feel like using that day. But sometimes there's something that'll sit in that queue and it's like, I should use that soon. Herc soaps was in that queue for about a week. I pulled it up to the front of my supplies, and I was kind of just like day in and day out looking at it like, I should use that soon. And so today we busted it out. I always thought Herc soaps was a real good vegan base. I've never had any performance issues with it whatsoever. This is the only Herc soaps I have, although they had plenty of scents that sounded good, sounded interesting, and they're pretty good value. I remember them being very affordable, especially in today's day and age. Very affordable. It's a veteran-owned company. Hopefully, maybe they're just on hiatus, or maybe they're not taking maybe they're in full swing and I just, couldn't figure out how to find them. But, yeah, I was having trouble finding them before I started this shave. I just wanted to see, because I hadn't heard from them in a while. Just wanted to see if everything was alright, and I don't really like what I found. I couldn't find anything, really. So we got plenty of soap here loaded up. We'll go ahead and get that on the face. Scent strength on this is probably 5 or 6 out of 10. Definitely prominent. And it smells great. This would probably be good for kind of cooler weather, fall, winter, or maybe just kind of like nighttime. Real good scent. The Vilong brush, the horsehair, I definitely find to be it's funny because I may have said it was scrubby before, and I may have kind of mischaracterized it. I don't think it's necessarily scrubby, more as kind of prickly, which sounds a bit more negative, doesn't it? It's almost prickly, which isn't really a big turn on, which is probably why it sat on the shelf for a while. I didn't find it to be a huge, kind of like, huge tangled rat's nest after each and every shave. I know that was always kind of a concern with horsehair brushes. I didn't really find that too much with this particular one that I got. So I'm happy about that discovery. But it's just not the most luxurious brush by any means. I got a Polsilver Blade in there, probably 4 or 5 uses on it. And I really wish that those tips on that horsehair were a little bit more soft. It's not really the densest brush either, which is not a big deal to me whatsoever, really. It's kind of nice to have those plush, dense knots, but not, it's not necessarily necessary. Wow. That lather looks great. Whipped up really easily too. It has a nice density to it. A nice kind of medium high. Maybe just above medium. Plenty of slickness. Residual slickness. And definitely feels pretty nice on the face as well. But yeah, back to the brush there. It's pretty inexpensive, and the product seems, somewhat cheaply put together, but it's definitely, if you were, just starting or more budget minded, it will definitely get the job done. There's just no doubt about that. It'll definitely get the job done. But I think, if you got a few more brushes in your den, I think you'd be kind of hard-pressed not to use them. Because this just isn't the most... It's not... I like the kind of classic look of it, but even down to like the weight of the handle, it feels like super light. Like, I know it's made of wood, but it's like, what is it, hollow or something? It's super light. So aesthetically, I don't have a problem with it. I'm fine with the classic look. But the weight is kind of super light. I kind of like it to be a little bit more substantial in weight to kind of give you like a real like quality feel. And then it would be nice. It would be nice if those tips were significantly softer. I said, I don't think it's to the point where it's uncomfortable. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have like some sort of rash left over. In fact, I know I'm not gonna have a rash left over because I've used this plenty of times, but just for overall enjoyment of my shave, I'm gonna add just a touch of water here. I think it could take it. There we go. Just for overall enjoyment of the shave, I definitely wish the tips were a hair softer. No pun intended. Wow, this actually kind of looks like it could take more water. I don't know if maybe I was scraping some of that lather off the walls, and maybe it was a little bit denser close to the walls where it wasn't as incorporated. But definitely looks denser than my first round. Yeah, this is craziness. This is looking like some of those Kaizen lathers. Although in all honesty, I haven't used Kaizen, but in all honesty, I doubt it's, kind of to that level, but just aesthetically, that density, that thickness on this second lather. Anyhow, back to what I was saying at the beginning, since I'm kind of jumping back and forth. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like a double-sided sword there, where you start getting more and more and more products. And then sometimes what you want to use, or some of your old favorites, they get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. You almost gotta go out of your way to bring them to the forefront again and have them be used. And this shave, the Karve, it's been sitting on the sideline for a little while now. Probably a couple weeks anyways. Waiting to be put to use. It's always nice getting new things in the den. But can't forget Old Faithful, you know what I mean? You can't forget the stuff that did well for you then and will still do well for you now. So, Karve been sitting on the sideline. The Vylong sitting on the sideline. Although it was never really a favorite. Wow, that feels nice. The Herc soaps was sitting on the sideline. And really, I'm happy to just bust out all three and put them to good use, because they definitely didn't get pushed back because of their quality factors. I suppose the brush, isn't really my favorite, but the soap and the razor definitely are top quality stuff and definitely deserve to be used more often. Man, and just the stuff that's trapped in my beard, I could do a whole nother pass if I wanted. I, of course, only do 2 passes, one with the grain, one against the grain. But I'll be damned if that isn't a smooth shave. Alright, let's try to rinse off. We'll get a little post shave in. Just great scent, great performance on that one. It lathered easy. It has plenty of slickness. I could just feel it rolling off the face. Yeah, and I guess somebody tell me if you are more familiar with Herc soaps. I didn't really see like a goodbye statement or a we'll be away for taking a break. Didn't see a we're closing for good. It was just kind of like business as usual on their last post in November. So I honestly hope they didn't come to like some sort of demise as a business, or even just the people that own the business in general. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. But kind of all their soaps kind of have like a military theme. Like I said, it's veteran owned. Cool people. They used to be pretty damn active, at least in the Instagram community, and definitely cool people, nice people. The husband did the most of the social media, but the wife definitely hopped on as well. And just cool people. So I hope the business is good, and I hope the family's good. And maybe, I just missed something. Because Herc soaps is definitely good stuff. Now, I definitely hate for it to go kind of like the way Maison Boutique went with Jennifer Martin. That was a damn travesty. The Martins were kind of too prominent in our community to be kind of let go like that when that happened. To kind of not be supported. That was kind of BS. So I really hope that Herc soaps, really hope they're alright, and maybe I just missed something. Alright. Finally got that damn soap out of my beard. There was just gobs of it, so that's always the hardest part of every shave, is just getting that soap out of the beard. Alright. Just cool label too. It's kind of got this real kind of foggy, tense vibe going on. A tiger smile. Give this a little shake. No restrictor on this one. I believe they did eventually start adding restrictors, but there's no restrictor as of this point, or as the time I bought this one. So I just put my thumbs over it and kind of restrict that flow manually. Very nice feeling aftershave. There's kind of a ever so slight kind of tingle there. Give it just a little couple drops more for the cheeks and forearms. But yeah, aftershave feels nice. Definitely kicks that scent strength up one more time. Just a nice, warm, spicy scent. And not super spicy either, like not super clovey. It's more, just has a kind of a nice, pleasant spice. And mixed with the black tea, kind of creates a really enjoyable, cool weather scent. Alright. I think that'll about wrap it up. So we got Tiger Smile by Herc Soaps. Really hope they're still in business. Great vegan soap, great family, veteran owned. What more can I say? I really hope they're in business still. Lancaster Razor Works Bowl. Couldn't come from a better guy. Awesome products all the way around. Just shaving gear to shaving soap, even though he doesn't really sell that, but I've tried his soap. Everything that guy touches, he's got the Midas touch. Shaving bowl, I use my good old budget Vylong black horse brush. Whipped up a nice lather for me. Not the most comfortable, but definitely will get the job done for you. At least it doesn't tangle up on me. So, grateful about that. And then the Karve, man. Also, good people. Jack's a good friend of mine. He works for Karve. Very good people. Love his channel, the Virtual Groomroom. Way professional. Way professional. Really a a role model on these wet shaving videos. And then of course Chris, and I'm sure they have a few more employees now that are just grinding away for us to have this awesome gear. So people at Karve, love them, support you guys. Yeah, I guess that kind of covers the basis for today's shave. Great stuff, and cheers guys.